Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the very first episode of Simple Solutions to Everyday Problems. During each episode, we'll spend a few minutes talking about a quick tip or trick that might help you accomplish a task, increase your efficiency, or just bolster your enjoyment at work. Today, we're going to talk about a different way to view the Outlook calendar, which may help you when you're trying to find times that work well for a meeting. Normally, you have the options of day, work week, month, or schedule view when working in Outlook. However, using two keyboard shortcuts, we can customize our calendar in order to view, say, a series of dates or 2 weeks instead of just one. The two keys we're going to look at today are Control and Shift. Control is typically used when you want to select one specific thing, while Shift selects a large group of objects. Working in day view, let's pretend that I am looking for the best day on my calendar for a meeting and have several dates to choose from. Rather than switching back and forth from date to date, I'm just going to hold down the Control key and click on each date that I'm looking for. So let's say we'll start with the 14th, we'll add the 28th right next to it. Once again, continuing to hold down the Control key, let's do the 12th, the 16th, and the 20th. You'll see, as long as I hold down Control, each new date appears alongside the old one. This works when looking at one calendar or several calendars. So if I add my calendar, I'll see the same dates just on my calendar. After you've selected all the dates, you may release the Control button. And if you want to add more, be sure to push the Control button first, holding down Control, and I can click a few more. If you want to take dates away, while holding down the Control button, push the date you want to remove. So hold down Control again, and I'll click some of these dates to remove them from the calendar while keeping the other ones intact. This view works on both day, and if we go here to week, we now have a week view. We can add other specific days, and they appear here off to the side. The Shift key, compared to Control, is better for selecting large batches of data. So let's say, for example, in Outlook, you want to view 2 weeks side by side. So let's select the first week here. We'll go to Week View. And all we have to do now is we're going to hold down Shift, and it allows you to select the view either of the week right before it or right after. Unfortunately, you can't view two entirely separate weeks, but what we can do is hold down Shift and click, let's say, on the Friday of that following week, and then we have the view of the next 2 weeks. So unfortunately, it only lets you select two at a time. It doesn't let us go to 3 weeks, as I'm clicking here on the 29th, and it's not pulling it up. But one useful tidbit as far as the 2-week calendar goes is, let's say you want to print the next 2 weeks. After you've selected the two, simply hit Control P. And then once you go to agenda or calendar style, you'll notice down here there are only 2 pages. Instead of, if you were looking at the month and we went to weekly, now you'd have to scroll through 5 to find the 2 weeks that you want. That's it for this simple solution. Tune back in next month to learn a new tip or trick. If you have a tip or trick you'd like to share with us, please let us know.